Let us look at the functions of the verbs to have. Please be patient and watch to the end. The verbs to have are also known as the anomalous verbs. They are primary auxiliary verbs. However, besides functioning as auxiliary verbs, they also function as the main verbs in sentences. So in this video, we are going to look at each of the verbs to have as a main verb and as an auxiliary verb. Now, here are the verbs to have. They include has, have, had, having. We are going to make sentence with each of them to illustrate these functions. Has as a main verb. The letter has only 2 paragraphs. In this sentence, the only verb here is has. So has is not assisting any other verb. It is the main verb. The letter has only 2 paragraphs. Next, have as a main verb. I have a house and a car. In this sentence, the only verb here is have. So have is functioning as the main verb. It is not assisting any other verb. Next, had as a main verb. Here is the sentence. He had a cold last week. Here, had is the only verb here, even though it is an auxiliary verb, but in this sentence, it is functioning as the main verb. It is not assisting any other verb. Next, having as a main verb. She is having a welcome party right now. In this sentence, we have 2 verbs, is and having. Having is functioning as the main verb. Is an auxiliary verb, helping having to form its tense, which is the present continuous tense. So having is the main verb. Now let's look at the verbs to have, each of them as an auxiliary verb. Number 1, has as an auxiliary verb. She has eaten 3 apples. In this sentence, the main verb is eating. Has is functioning as an auxiliary verb, helping the main verb to form its present perfect tense. So has is an auxiliary verb here. Next, have as an auxiliary verb. They have painted the walls. The main verb here is painted. Have is functioning as an auxiliary verb, assisting painted to form its present perfect tense. So have is an assisting verb. Had as an auxiliary verb. Felix had driven a Volkswagen Golf. In this sentence, the main verb is driven. Had is functioning as an auxiliary verb, assisting driven to form its past perfect tense. So let's go to the last one, which is having as an auxiliary verb. Having written the letter, she submitted her script. Here the main verb is written. Having is functioning here as an auxiliary verb. Now let us look at 2 special cases. Here we have the verb has and had, the verbs to have functioning both as the main verb and the auxiliary verb in a sentence. John has had several surgeries. Here, has and had are both verbs to have, whereas had is functioning as the main verb and has as the auxiliary verb, assisting had to form its present perfect tense. So had is the main verb, while has the auxiliary verb. Next, let's look at the last one. I think you should try this. Jumbo had had a joyful moment last year. We have 2 to have verbs here, verb 1 and verb 2. Now, between verb 1 and verb 2, which of them is the main verb and which is the auxiliary verb? You put your answer in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to our channel, follow our page for more content.